Hey everyone, just a quick video here. I want to do a comparison on my new SRP779 that I just received today with my vintage 7002 classic SEIKO dive watch from this particular one being from 1991. So you might be asking yourself, well, you had a perfectly fine 7002. Why would you spend the extra money on a turtle? Well, in my case, the 7002, I was not confident in its waterproof abilities. I wanted to be able to take it swimming, take it sailing, and then eventually, hopefully in the near future, even take it diving. And to refurbish a 7002 with new gaskets and have it checked out, by the time you do all that, you're really going to exceed the value of the watch, because these can be picked up for around $100. You can find them on eBay. And that's about what I paid for this one. And this was my gateway drug into Seiko dive watches. Once you get one, you're gonna want them all. I'm just really just a big fan of the brand now, and it's surprised for myself it's taken me so long till 2018 to actually buy a Seiko. So I'm relatively new to the brand, but just really love them so far. So back to the comparison. So the biggest one, visually you can see the size difference between the two. The turtle being a little over 44 millimeters, and the classic 7002 is right around 41 millimeters in case width there. Both have the screw down around the 4 o'clock position. Band wise, this has just your vintage style rubber band. Very comfortable watch. This one has a little bit newer silicone rubber feel to it, and then you see a little bit different design there. Nicer metal Seiko engraved band holder there. A little bit fancier clasp there. Let me get zoomed in on that. Hopefully you can see that there. And then the watch itself, you can see these are commonly known as the turtle. These are the reissue that came out a couple years back of the classic 6309, and they have that really distinctive case shape right here that even the 7002 really doesn't quite have that presence, that wrist presence. And by today's standards, at 41 millimeters, this is kind of a smaller watch. I don't have a huge wrist, but compared to a lot of the other watches I have, it does feel a little bit smaller. But this turtle to me is pretty much the perfect size for a modern dive watch. So there's some of the differences. Of course, the hour markers there, you see they're more squared off style versus the rounded here. The lume on this one, being brand new, is just a lot better, a lot brighter. And then it's not just a date, but you can also see it's got the day on there as well, and it's rated to 200 meters. Whereas when brand new gaskets, the 7002 was rated for 150 meters. So the big question is, is it worth the price difference? Well, as I said, these can be had for about $100. The Turtle SRP779 and its variants, like this is the 779 is the Pepsi dial with the rubber silicone band. You can also get the I believe it's SRP777. That's the all black bezel. Retail for $495 US, which Seiko MSRP, of course, is a lot higher than actual trading prices. I was felt very fortunate to pick this one up for $200 shipped. So for me personally, it's really about $100 difference. And yes, absolutely, I'd like the Turtle $100 more. Do I like it $200, $300, $400 more than a 7002? Probably not. So it's really gonna come down to what you can acquire a Turtle for. But for me personally, it was a brand new watch, brand new warranty, brand new seals, something I can take diving, swimming, sailing, actually get it wet, use it as intended, and not worry about it. And it is nice to have the newer movement. It's got the the hacking movement, a little more accurate. I haven't really tested the reserve yet, but I'm hoping it has more reserve power as this older 7002. If I don't wear it for about 12 hours, it's stopped. So there you have it. There's a little close-up shot, and then I want to give you guys a on the side shot. Let me carefully stack these here. You see the side really doesn't differ a whole lot. You can see there. Very similar. That bands being slightly different. This is the Z22 band. You can see marked there, that rubber style. And then the case backs, again, very different from the back. Very similar from the back. The differences are just just a little bit near the lugs. You can see a little more pronounced there. And of course that size, and it does make a difference. 3 millimeters on your wrist is a pretty big difference. So there you have it, both great watches. Just depends on maybe your intended purposes and your budget and what you can snag one of these SRP779s for, if it's worth it or not to you. So good luck and happy hunting.